Look, saving money is a great first step, but let's be real, it's not going to make you wealthy. To do that, you need to flip the script and make your money work for you. We're about to dive into the 10 most powerful assets that can actually grow your money and get you on the path to financial freedom. Let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. All that money you work so hard for, where is it right now? For most of us, the answer is probably the same. It's in the bank. I mean, that's what we're told to do, right? It's the safe option. But is it really the smartest one?
Get this. It's kind of shocking. For about 90% of people, their money is just sitting there in a bank account. And yeah, it feels safe, but it's not actually doing anything. In fact, thanks to inflation, it's quietly losing a little bit of its value every single day.
And here's the real kicker. Your money isn't just sitting in a dark vault somewhere. Oh no. The bank is actively lending your money out to other people and businesses, and they're making a ton of profit from it. So your money is working hard. It's just working for them, not for you. You get a tiny crumb of interest while they're reaping all the rewards.
Okay, so how do we fix this? It all comes down to a really simple but powerful shift in how you see money. Which brings us to our first section, the fundamental financial shift. It all starts with knowing the difference between an asset and a liability. This is it, the golden rule. An asset is anything, and I mean anything that puts money into your pocket. It's something that either pays you to own it or goes up in value over time. That's the whole game right there. It's a simple idea, but it is the absolute foundation of building wealth.
And then there's the flip side, liabilities. While an asset puts money in your pocket, a liability is anything that takes money out. Think about that brand new car or the latest gadget. They feel great to own, but they're money pits. They lose value the second you buy them and cost you money to maintain. The secret is simple. Wealthy people focus on buying assets. Everyone else, they spend their money on liabilities.
All right, so where do we even begin? Well, you start by building a solid, stable foundation, which leads us to Section 2. We're going to talk about the classic, time-tested assets that provide security and steady growth.
First up, a classic for a reason, real estate. This has been a go-to for generations, and it's basically a two-for-one deal. First, if you rent it out, you get a steady stream of cash flow. That's money hitting your bank account every single month. And second, well, they're not making any more land, so property values tend to go up over time. You get paid while you wait for your investment to grow. Okay, next up, gold. And we're not just talking about fancy jewelry here. For literally thousands of years, when economies get a little shaky, gold has been the ultimate safe haven. It just holds its value. Think of it like a universal emergency fund that you can turn into cash pretty much anywhere in the world.
And just look at the numbers, it's pretty wild. About 15 years ago, 10 grams of gold would have set you back around 7,000 rupees. Today, that same 10 grams is worth over 60,000. That is what people mean when they say it's a hedge against inflation. Your money keeps its buying power while everything else gets more expensive.
Now, if you're looking for something that's super stable, let's talk about bonds. Buying a bond is actually really simple. You're basically just lending money to the government or a big stable company. In exchange, they pay you a fixed interest rate for a set period and then give you your original money back. It's a reliable, low-risk way to get your money working.
Okay, our foundation is built. Now let's get into the stuff that can really accelerate your growth. Welcome to Section 3, Harnessing Market Growth. These are the assets that let you tap into the power of the whole economy.
And that brings us to stocks. When you buy a stock, you're not just buying a digital receipt. You are buying a tiny, tiny slice of an actual company. You become a part owner. If the company does well and makes profits, the value of your little slice goes up. Sure, the market has its ups and downs, but over the long haul, owning shares in great companies is one of the most powerful ways to build serious wealth.
Now, I get it. Trying to pick individual stocks can feel super overwhelming. Where do you even start, right? Well, that's where our fifth asset, mutual funds, comes in. They are an absolute game changer for beginners. You basically pool your money with a bunch of other people, and a professional manager invests it all for you in lots of different companies. And here's the secret sauce, diversification. Instead of betting everything on just one company, a mutual fund spreads your investment across dozens or even hundreds of them. It's the classic, don't put all your eggs in one basket strategy, and it dramatically lowers your risk. And the best part? An expert is doing all the hard research for you.
All right, this next section is where things get really exciting. Let's talk about Section 4, Assets You Create Yourself. This is all about leveraging what's already in your head, your knowledge and creativity.
So asset number 6 might just be the most powerful one on this entire list, your skills. Think about it. Your ability to code, to write, to market, to design, that's something nobody can ever take away from you. It's the one asset that is 100% yours forever, and it can always make you money.
And in this digital age, you can take those skills and package them into something incredible. Digital assets. We're talking about things like ebooks, online courses, or even a YouTube channel just like this one. And the magic word that makes these so powerful is passive income.
The concept here is just beautiful in its simplicity. Step 1, you do the hard work once to create something valuable. And step 2, that one creation can then earn you money over and over and over again for years to come. You've officially stopped trading your time directly for money.
And this idea leads perfectly into our next asset, e-commerce stores. You know, it used to be that if you wanted to start a shop, you needed a huge investment for a physical location. Not anymore. Today, you can set up an online store that's open to the entire world 24/7. It's an asset that literally works for you, making sales even while you're sleeping. Okay, for our final section, we're moving into the big leagues. Welcome to Section 5, the high-reward venture. Now, these assets come with more risk, for sure, but the potential rewards, they can be absolutely life-changing.
Owning a business is often called the most powerful asset you can have. And why is that? Because instead of you working for money, you build a system, a team, a process that makes money for you. The potential for growth is pretty much unlimited.
But hey, what if you don't want to start a business from scratch? What if you could just invest in someone else's great idea? That's our 10th and final asset, venture capital. I love this analogy from the source material. It's like helping a tiny little plant grow into a massive tree by giving it some water and fertilizer.
But you've got to understand the trade-off here. It's huge. The risk is incredibly high. The reality is, most new startups fail. But the reward? Well, the reward can be insane. If you happen to back the right company early on, a small investment could multiply your money 100 or even 1,000 times over.
Wow! Okay, so we've gone through a lot today. From the stability of real estate to the creative power of digital assets, each one of these is a tool in your wealth-building toolbox. The real question isn't if you should start building them, but how. So take a look at this list. Which asset will you focus on building first?